So be careful, my people, as to who you find yourselves with. Life is precious, it's too precious. Never be. Hi guys, it's Gome Mutams, also known as Gelo Z, go from Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you'll be notified that Gelo Z I post up a video. Sorry, my voice has gone because I've been speaking so much. As an aspiring area member of parliament in Monali constituency, I've been going around for the past 5 weeks daily speaking to people. And very soon I'll take a break and obviously my voice will be back. But I have an important message to share on this YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to talk about athlete mascot. A lady that I shared on this platform from Malawi, a pastor who runs a church and was dating the young man Kennedy Kenneth Kennedy from Malawi, who had lost his wife to COVID-19. And I remember sharing a video of him, moving on so quickly to this woman. And on the same YouTube channel and on Facebook, people saying, we should mind our own business. It's none of our business, whatever the man decides to do. And I was just expressing that it was too early. It was too early for this man to express publicly that he had moved on with this pastor. Now, this pastor, according to my sources, they had stated that she has been an icon to the women, and she even has a Facebook group where she encourages women and people look up to her as an inspiration. So she's from Malawi, the man is from Malawi, and the wife too, Mr. Kenneth, that passed away, is also from Malawi. Now, I got a shock of my life when I read about this woman. You see, life must be valued. The way we live our lives, we must value it so much because we don't know our tomorrow. We don't know what people can do. And the moment you expose yourself to sin or you expose yourself to certain things, it is easy for the enemy to attack. The lady had moved on with Kenneth and they had a relationship. Now, we looked at it that, how can this pastor who normally targets widowers, because the first relationship she also dated somebody after her marriage was a widower, and then she went for Kenneth, who's also a widower. Why does she target widowers? It didn't sit in well that this was the second time it was happening. And when I shared, people said, oh, people don't mind their own business, you leave her alone. And the woman in question died about 2 weeks ago. Now, I received the story, and when I received the story, I was in shock. I've been so busy, but I thought I needed to update you that athlete mascot had died. So she's late now, and I believe that her body was sent to Malawi. And we have to be careful in this life. I don't know the circumstances that led to her death. All I just read was that she had some form of a stroke and then she died. And normally you and me know as Africans that a form of a stroke is usually a spiritual attack. So we don't know where that is coming from, because in as much as Kenneth and the woman might have moved on, people would have looked at it from an angle to say, okay, the NHS, the government, because the wife to Kenneth was a nurse, they are giving out more than £30,000 to each person who loses a family member to coronavirus, especially if your family member is a frontline worker and dies to COVID-19. So obviously there was assumptions that the money was being spent. So family members of Elsie will not be happy. And even just friends. In fact, friends were inboxing me, telling me that, they were not happy with what Athlete Mascot had done by, going for this man. Yes, it's fine. They're adults. It's fine. And you people on social media, keyboard warriors, that are always in the defensive mechanisms of defending people, leave them alone. It's their life. Now, what will you say about this situation? Because I believe this death would have been avoided if the lady had treaded carefully and cautiously. It doesn't sound right and normal that she can lose her life within just weeks of dating the guy, because the guy moved on after 3 months and the lady has also died. So what are you going to say? What is your advice? That it was okay to live her life? Don't advise people like that. An evil is an evil. What is wrong is wrong. Don't just entertain things because at the end of the day, you feel we are being nosy about people's lives. As a social worker and as as a vlogger, we evaluate situations and we look at these things. We look at the family side of things. We look at both sides. How would Elsie's family feel to see that the man that they're supposed to be comforting as their widower has already moved on with another woman? It didn't sit right with many people. So don't just tolerate these things and say it's okay for this man to move on. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to share this briefly to say that this woman is now dead. So this man has now lost 2 women within a short space of time. And a message to you, Mr. Kenneth, as well. Take your time. You're a very good father. Look after those children. I've seen videos of him, speaking to the children, going, to the mountain climbing and doing some dancing as well. Carry on with that. And I love the garden, which I shared in this video. I said, look, he's even set up his garden. Do something, and give it time, and God will bless you. If you are lonely, He'll bless you with somebody else. And unfortunately, Athlete Mascot is not somebody that people really seated in with rightly. People are not happy about the whole situation. A lot of people expressed their anger and their outrage towards her. So sadly, she has died. And I know there's people who valued her. She has left a legacy. She was a powerful pastor. But maybe in the end, her life choices cost her. If she had avoided publicity with a man, the images that had went public, I'm sure she would have still been alive. So she is dead now. May her soul rest in peace. May Kenneth be comforted as well, because I'm sure he was just about to start moving on with his life, and then this lady has lost her life. Be careful with Africa. Be careful with people from Africa. Just because you're in Europe, you're in the UK, this couple were living in the UK, just because you're in the UK, it doesn't mean that Juju cannot reach you. This one, a bullet. This one was a bullet that was sent, whether we like it or not, Juju is real. And if you don't tread carefully, this is what happens. People in Africa, they are not joking, they're not playing, and they don't like it when people play with their hearts, their souls. And Athlete Mascot touched a lot of souls. Yes, she's a family to most of you, and I know most of you, want privacy in this matter. I've given you enough privacy, more than 2 weeks, obviously. But her life choices costed her. Family members were angry. So be careful, my people, as to who you find yourselves with. Life is precious. is too precious. Never be desperate to find yourself in a situation of going for someone because you've seen there's a vacuum. The person has lost his wife and you rush there quickly. You don't know what this person carries. You don't know where this person comes from. You don't know the type of family they come from. So be careful. Pray without ceasing. I will insist on prayer because we have seen how COVID-19 has shown that God is mighty. We are alive this time, but many people have lost their lives. LC lost her life to COVID-19, but you're alive today. COVID-19 didn't get you. So be grateful, be thankful to God, pray without ceasing, and don't live a life recklessly because it's your life, but live a life cautiously, knowing that there is a God out there. May the souls of LC and Athlet rest in peace. That's all I wanted to relay this message to you guys in a short video like this so that you're aware of the news of this woman. Thank you so much and take care. I love you guys.